Alright, I guess that's cool. I was trying to get the grill, the focus right with the sunlight and all. Alright, it's your brother Yaradon. First off, I want to start off by giving all praise to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Alright, it's your brother Yaradon with the Lions of Judah located here in Chicago. I want to give double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Some double honors to the brothers that's preaching this word and truth and sincerity scattered throughout the four corners. And I want to give peace and salutations and shalom to the Akim and the Akwatian, that subscribe to this truth, to this form of teaching, man. To you, I say shalom. Brother Yaradon with the Lions of Judah located here in Chicago. I'm out here on Rainbow Beach. You know what I'm saying? I just came out here to bring out a few precepts, man, and prophesy to the wind. Hey, we in the Windy City. They call it the Windy City, man. So we're going to come out here and prophesy to the wind today, man. All right. So I'm going to start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7, dealing with oppression, man, because our people can't seem to get enough of it, here in Chicago especially. Okay. The Bible says, Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Okay, a gift destroyeth the heart. So that's like, let me think of an analogy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you like slavery times. You had the so-called house Negro and the field Negro. Okay, so you got the master of the plantation, the so-called white man, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, he will take the more fairer skin, lighter skin Jake, and put him in a house, and especially the women. He's sleeping with the women, got the women in the house or whatever, and he would give them more things, more comfortabilities than the other slaves. Okay, because the slaves in the field, they not in the house picking out the kitchen cabinet. You know what I'm saying? They back there starving, eating chillings, getting their legs cut off for stealing turnips. So those little perks that you get by being that house Negro, those are gifts that destroy the heart and make you out to be to have, what's the disease? Stockholm syndrome. Okay, those perks that you get from being a house Negro cause you to have Stockholm syndrome, and you don't want to leave the oppression. Your heart is destroyed. Even though they're rape, robbing, and murdering your people out back, a gift destroys your heart. So it says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. So if you're not upset at the oppression and the unjust treatment and the injustices committed towards God's chosen people, your own people, all right, then you are unwise. Okay, you are a fool. You might as well not even believe in God, because the Bible say a fool have said in his heart there is no God. So you a fool if you're not mad at the oppression here in America especially, but throughout the world. Okay, so yeah, man, and these days our people, they're content with being Negroes in America at the bottom of society to this day. The nail salon, the beauty supply house, Foot Locker, okay, the weed man, you know, you the hair lady, you braiding and shit. Okay, our people are content with this every day. And there's nothing wrong with getting your hustle on, getting some money, braiding hair, legit hustles. There's nothing wrong with hustling, but don't put all your stock and bond here in America, because Russia is going to blow this place to smithereens. Okay? You ever heard of Sodom and Gomorrah? when it rained down fire and brimstone, well, Russia is going to blow this place off the face of the earth. So that you don't want to just be content here in America and just live in the midst of oppression and not be mad. Okay, people are just living here, sitting here, and never kid. You got this nigga Lil Nas X, you know what I'm saying, who came out with the video Old Town Road with the horse, get all the kids doing a dance on TikTok all over the world, going viral. You know, so now as he has intrigued the world with his homosexual philosophies and doctrines, and now he's coming out just strictly pure satanic. It ain't even just homosexuality no more. It's like pure, strictly satanic. You know, so if you're just content, if this place don't vex your spirit, you know what I'm saying, when you wake up in the morning and you gotta be here in America, your alarm go off. If this place don't vex your spirit and irritate your soul, you just living here in America, then you, my friend, okay, are a unwise man, a fool, a foolish man, because you're okay with rape, robbery, and murder. There's a page on Facebook called Legal Help Firm Chicago, okay, and at least 2 people die here a day, okay, in the surrounding areas. 2 people die every day, 2 to 3, 5, 10 people, and you know you just scroll down and see the multiple people dying every day, and they don't consider it a massive slaughter or a genocide or mass murder. They don't consider it because it's not happening all at one time. All right, but when you got 600 people dying in the summertime, one summer, or 6 months out the year, 3 to 4, 600 people dying, man. Okay, that's genocide. That's massive murder. Okay, so you got people walking up and down the beach. You know what I'm saying? Just living their best life. It's the sun out. It's a little warm. People want to come to the beach and drink. They got the music playing in the background. People barbecuing, smoking woods. All right, and they just nobody has nothing to say. That's why the Bible say, "Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? No, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?" Man, roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, somebody got to say something. Somebody got to speak out, man. I'm angry. All right, I'm not just a disgruntled African American mad at slavery. No, man, somebody has to pay for the rape, robbery, and murder of God's chosen people and the destruction of his green earth. Yahweh's green earth, as they say, God's green earth. Okay, because didn't the Most High say he shall reward the prophets and destroy them that destroyed the earth? Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so hey man, somebody has to pay, and it's looking like the tab is up. The tab is up, man. All right, we just had the Passover last night, and the night previous to the Passover, you had those so-called comets came down over there in Portland, Oregon, which I was led to believe were death angels coming down here to wreak havoc on wicked jakes in the other nations. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we getting a minor portion, man. We getting minor tastes. It ain't even kicked off. Yahweh Shah say the birth pains and the travail gonna kick off after they lay hands on the prophets. After they lay their hands on us and try us, then all hell really gonna break loose with the hurricanes and earthquakes, and shit ain't even really kicked off yet. Okay, everything that you see today, Hurricane Katrina, Harvey, okay, the Texas power outages, the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? These are all minute, minute catastrophes and plagues and pestilences. All right, because the Most High is the King of terrors. Matter of fact, I was just reading about the Passover, and in Egypt, I believe it was chapter, I think it was 8 or 10. I was reading about the locusts, and it said he sent locusts that from that time it ain't never been no locusts like that, and there ain't gonna never be no more locusts like that afterwards. So we're not even going to see the type of crazy locusts that destroyed the crops of Egypt. Cause he said the locusts he sent back then, he ain't gonna send them no more, or it ain't gonna never be nothing like that again. All right, so we gonna get something different on a different level, because this is a different generation of people. All right, and it's different times that we're living in, more technology. So the Most High has beefed up the juice. He's beefed up the juice, and we got killer hornets now. We got murder hornets. You know what I'm saying? That's piercing through the clothes with the stingers. So hey, the Most High done transform everything, man, for these last evil days, or not transform, should I say? He's prepared the elements. You know what I'm saying? To because you know the scriptures say that even the earth moans and groans. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the elect to come into their glory. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. So that's where you get earthquakes and volcano blasts and ashes and black rock hail falling from the sky in France and so on and so forth. All right. The Most High is turning things up, especially with this the the Crown 19, the Crown Royal. All right. Because he shut down America. Matter of fact, this beach I'm at, Rainbow Beach, was just shut down. All right. I'm in Chicago. Rainbow Beach was just shut down. But it's fake low key back open. It's fake low key back open, and you got the jakes over there. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying captivity. All right. So I'm here to sign cry, hoping that the Most High put that mark upon my head, man, because I'm sighing and crying for the atrocities committed against God's green earth and against His people. All right. And then it's like, let me get this other precept, man, Ezekiel. It's like we just sitting here consuming, right? Everybody's consuming, and nobody's fasting. You got people eating Big Macs with bacon on it. Then the Amalekite fake Jew, didn't the man say that they now you know that the fake Jews is the richest group of people in the world. Smallest, richest group of people in the world. And these people own everything. Y'all know that. Everybody knows that. That's not a conspiracy theory, none of that. It's a well-known fact that the Amalekites, the Ashkenazi Jewish imposters own 99.9% of the world's wealth. All right? And I'm going to take their word for it when they say something. If he says that they're snatching kids, and then you look at Walmart on the bulletin board, there's missing kids all across Walmart across America, and they telling you that they taking the kids here in America and grounding them up in the beef and putting them into the outlets. McDonald's is their favorite outlet. I'm going to take so-called Rabbi Finkelstein's word for it. Okay? The fake Jewish man said that that's what they do with their money. And they take the children's blood and the lamb's blood and mix it on the Passover. You know what I'm saying? And they take the leftover meat and put it into the McDonald's of the 300,000 missing kids across the planet, mainly here in America. Mainly these the children of these wicked 2/3 Jakes that's getting snatched up. You know what I'm saying? Like out here in Chicago, you got missing kids. You got a lot of missing kids, a lot of missing little girls, male ladies. They ain't even found the male lady here in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You know, people still don't know what happened to Kanika Jenkins in the hotel. People still don't know how she got winded up in there. We don't know if she was high off the drugs and stumbled in the freezer, or if the Edomite security guards took her in there and manhandled her. Okay? So the Most High is judging this place, and we can't not just be content with it, man. And we have to open our eyes and look and see what's going on, man. And we got to take heed to the prophets. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, and verse 13, man. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, and verse 13, and it reads, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." All right? So, matter of fact, let me go up a verse to verse 12. Or no, there's that 12. Do I want to start at 12? Yeah, I'm going to just read 12, man. It says, in that Ezekiel 4 and 12, and thou shalt eat it as Bailey cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of a man in their sight. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I would drive them. All right. So the Most High told Ezekiel to bake the barley cakes, and he told him to shit on the charcoal or something like that. Salakia for the French. All right. But you got to be like that to make it plain, man. It's a slip of the tongue. All right. So he says, and thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of a man in their sight. He told them to take a crap on the charcoal or whatever in their sight, okay, in the sight of men. So he says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I would drive them. So we're here in America eating shit, Max. Salakia, okay, pardon the body. But that's what it is, man. Chopped up kids, dead people kids, the bread is defiled. 99.9 of the things you eating is GMO and just Esau's wickedness with the Food and Drug Administration and the CDC. All right. Pure, unadulterated wickedness. All right. And let's go to the book of Malachi. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 3. Salakia. Yeah, verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. All right. That's that 1,000 years that this white man was in the caves during the Byzantine Empire. That 1,000 years, man. So they was impoverished. And it says they was in the mountains, but they came out and rebuilt, man. Came back into power. Um, with the what's the iconoclasm when they painted everything white after the Renaissance, during the what do they call the Renaissance period. Michelangelo, David, Cesare Borgia, when the Edomites came back into power, these bloodlust, bloodthirsty families, man. So Malachi 1 and 4 says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. They came out of the caves and rebuilt the Roman Empire. All right. And it says, well, not the Roman Empire, but so like not the Roman Empire, but Europe. The Edomites came back and took over Europe again and came out and rebuilt everything, and America, and so on and so forth. But it says, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. All right? Once again, so-called black people terminology. Because when you at the barbecue and they say, I'm finna throw down, they say, folks them in the back throwing down. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back there. We got to help folks and break it up. They like that throwing down. That's black people terminology. So the Most High say, hey, though they rebuild and come out of the caves, when he get up with them, he going to throw down. Okay? He says, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Not just a person. God didn't just hate Esau, the person. He hates the people. He has indignation forever. Indignation means righteous anger. He has a right to be angry because people have forwarded the affliction on his kids, his Salakia, on his children. Sought his children, man. Kids that can't get right. You ever seen the movie Life with Eddie Murphy? The guy had the disability, can't get right, was knocking baseball at the park. You know what I'm saying? Then he hit the baseball one time and knocked the ball out the park. They called it. Eddie Murphy say that was one of them retarded fuck ups. Let him try it again. So that's what we consistently do. You know what I'm saying? We consistently show ourselves in the world that we are God's chosen people and we are stronger and above all nations just off GP. The Most High created us and fashioned our bodies beautiful. And our power, our mental capabilities, everything about us is above the other nations. And we exceed and excel and above and beyond in all we do, but we just can't seem to get it right and come back into that perfection that King Solomon had. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't none of us perfect, though. I ain't going into that. I'm just saying I know ain't none of us perfect, but we was a glorious people, man. We was a beautiful, glorious people. We ain't had King David made sure King Solomon, he ain't had no ops, no enemies. You know, they was living in peace. He had the Midas touch, figuratively speaking. He had wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the elements and of the universe. Yahweh Shai and reincarnation, regeneration, if you can receive that, man. All right. So, hey, man, they got us eating this defiled food, man. You know what I'm saying? They got lobsters, red lobsters, and you get a girl. You might want a pretty girl. You might be growing up and go to high school and see that pretty girl. You like her, you attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to. She's gonna look at you funny if you take her out somewhere. You cook for her or something. You take no. She don't want you to do that. She wants you to take her to the red lobster. Or she want to take you to the seafood bucket and get the damn apron and eat the damn broth of abominations. Seafood broils. Okay, boils or whatever the hell they call that crap, man. Okay, so like, hey, this shit is backwards here in America. Everything is backwards and upside down, man. All right? Everything is backwards and upside down. You got freaks and shit running. So like, let me stay on course. This is just America. It vexes my spirit, man. You know, I woke up on the day of the morning of the Passover the other day, and then I saw the picture with Lil Nas X with the thing dancing on Satan, and then I went to the video. This nigga playing Eve in the garden. This nigga Eve freaking on the snake. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes. So I think he's supposed to went to heaven to get judged, and they supposed to banish him to hell, and then the nigga take a stripper pole to hell and land on goddamn it Satan's lap. Okay. So this is a wicked place. Got to go. This place got to go. These people who with this place got to go. If you with this place, you rocking with this place, you got to go. All right. By Hashem and Mashiach Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 15. He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. All right. It says, he that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth. So if you here in America, all right, and you are saying, you are one of them type of people saying, I ain't got no problem with you being gay or homosexual. That's just your preference. You know, I'm not gay. You can do you. Well, hey, you're justifying the wicked when you should be crying out against the homosexuality, because the Most High said that's an abomination. And your people are living here in captivity and just lustful in the midst of it, man. Damn Rainbow Beach. I'm at damn Rainbow Beach, man. Where the damn faggots come, Salakia. Let me slow down, because you know they be striking people pages. You know, where the bundle of sticks come during the summertime and prance around, have they parades, man, all right? The Most High gonna destroy this place. So if you justifying that, if you out here at the Pride Parade and you a man, you talking about this ladies out there, I'm going for the ladies. Well, you're condoning homosexual activities, and the Most High is gonna put you to utter destruction, man. Thus saith the Lord, man. I ain't write that in here. I ain't write this book. All right. Okay, he that justifies the wicked and he that can, because they'll call us crazy. You will call us crazy and persecute me and call the police on me for teaching my kids the law, statutes, and commandments. So lucky I'm going off into some family drama. You know what I'm saying? But people will call us crazy and condemn and persecute us and rebuke us in the name of Jesus. Okay? And we just preaching out for the atrocities and the wickedness going on God's green earth, man. Because people say the other nations can be saved, right? We the Israelites, we supposed to keep the commandments and be a light to the other nations. Well, these niggas ain't got it yet. For the existence of the planet Earth, these other nations ain't got it yet. So we gonna have to beat the shit out of them into submission for 1,000 years underneath the rulership of King David. Y'all know heck. That's why I'm so happy Yahweh Shai gonna pass it on down. Cause you know how King David was coming. He was killing 18,000 people in a single battle. Edomites, to be exact. All right. So we're going to be under King David's rulership in the millennium reign, putting the world back into its proper order, man. We are the people. We are the princes of the power that created the elements, man. Okay, set the bounds of the waters. All right, at the beach. You know, we set the bounds to the water at the beach, the sun, the skyline. You know what I'm saying? The trees, the grass. We created the elements, man. All right, and we gonna hopefully, I'm hoping to be the elect, to be one of the people who did that, man. One of the spirits. Okay, because there's nothing you or me could do based off of our actions. It's all about what the Most High ordained before the foundations of the earth, man. So hey, we're gonna put this world back into its proper perspective, man. All right. That's why we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. So we can get back to where we need to be, man, through the spirit of power and the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. I can do all things through Hamashiach, who strengthens me, man. All right. So what I say, man, he that justified the wicked, all right. So you justifying the wicked, man. You going off. You a part of the problem. You a part of the problem, man. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 21. Though join hand in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right. So the seed of the righteous obviously are not going to be joined hand in hand with the wicked so-called white man, the nation of Edom, the Edomites, the people whom the Lord have righteous anger against forever. All right. So the righteous are going to be saved and delivered, man. Scarcely. Okay, but though join hand in hand with the wicked, you want to say, oh, I can't fathom. Because when I was growing up in church, we had a song, God is a good God. Yes, he is. We had a song called God is a good God. And people can't seem to fathom him murdering 2/3 of the planet Earth and saving 1/3 for salvation and 1/3 for enslavement. Okay, and I don't really know the numbers on the enslavement. I'm just throwing it out there. But people can't really see the Lord destroying the multiple. Well, hey, didn't he kill everybody with a horrific death of drowning? Isn't drowning the worst way to die? To choke and gag on the water. You ever been in a pool and sniffed the water to your brain? Doesn't that burn your brain? Isn't that the worst way to go out next to fire? Didn't he do everybody like that besides 8 people? All right. So, hey, the wicked is going to be judged. You can't be holding hands with them talking about God love everybody, man. He got a whole nation of people who he hate. And if you a part of that nation, you just got to deal with it. If you a so-called white man, you an Edomite, you got to deal with it. There's nothing you can do to escape the rigorous captivity and hardcore bondage that you're going to have to go through at the hands of the man of the Lord. All right? And that's the good news. That's not good news. This place here vexed my spirit. That's gonna be good news to make these people submit and bow down. Who made that song? Mac 10 bow down. I wish I could play that. I'd play that right now if I wasn't preaching teaching. You know what I'm saying? The niggas gonna have to bow down, man. I got a song. Look my song up, Yaradam Malak, a nigga named Red. It's a story about a nigga named Red, man. He hated on his brother and wanted to see him dead. Okay? His brother's name was Jake, and Jake did everything right. He was the one blessed in the Most High sight. So we was the one blessed in the Most High sight, man. Jacob, Israel. And our big brother, you ever heard him say big brother is watching you? Well, Esau is the big brother that's watching. The Most High throw little hints out there, man. He throw little hints out there into the universe. And then he put the spirit on us of discernment to peep these things out. They call them coincidences. I call it spiritual divinity or something like that, if that's the right word. All right? But yeah, man, you want to join in with these people, you're going to be put to death. All right? So let me go back, man. What I got? Let me see. 119. All right, bear with me. Okay, Roger. All right. So yeah, we gotta stay in these scriptures and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and rebuke this place to utter destruction comes, and prophesy against this place, man. To utter destruction comes, man. All right. And we're going to have to hold on to the law, statutes, and commandments. Of course, we all know that, but there's truth in this form of teaching, in this belief, in the believing in the good news. All right, and walking in the spirit of faith and hope, man. You hoping that the Most High deliver you from this body, this corruptible flesh, the way you keep going off at. I was reading in Maccabees chapter 7, second Maccabees chapter 7, what a young brother who was getting the 7 sons was getting put to death. He said, I hate my hands because they brought it, these hands that I roughly paraphrasing. He said he hate his hands because they have caused him to come to judgment underneath the white man in Rome, or Greece, I mean, Salakia. Those Grecians, Antiochus Epiphanes, was mutilating those 7 sons. And the son spoke before he was killed. He said, I hate my hands because they keep breaking God's laws, and this caused me to be destroyed or be put to death by you, Mr. So-called white man. But he told him, abide a little while, and you're going to see the tortures and torments that the Most High has laid away for you. So we're hoping in a resurrection in a glorified body where we can't sin. That's the good news. You have to keep faith and hope and believe. Shalom to everybody watching in. I see the comments popping up, you know. But we have to keep the faith and keep this doctrine, keep this truth, man. Okay? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 40. Thy word is very pure. Therefore, thy servant loveth it. Yeah, I love this word, man. All right? I love this word. Shalom, brother Aisha. I'm out in the city, man, at the beach, man, lakefront. Rainbow Beach, man. All right? And this is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, and I'm going to start at 140. It says, thy word is very pure. Therefore, thy servant loveth it. Yeah, man. The scriptures say, through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. So, yeah, you have to be brainwashed because all love and no hate equals homosexuality in a false balance, which is an abomination to the Lord. All right, so I'm not a homosexual. I'm not just going to sit around and love everything and everybody while they rape, robbing, and murdering my people. All right, through these precepts I get understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. So it says, thy word is very pure. Therefore, thy servant loveth it. Verse 41, 141. I am small and despised. Yeah, man. The brother put the precept up. It says, Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 1. Who is as the wise man? And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. Son, that's a beautiful precept. That was right on point. You know, because hey, I am, and that was right what I was reading right here. I am small and very despised, but yet my face shines bright because I have the understanding of Yahweh Shem and Hawashai, man. Okay, so that was right on point, brother. Throw water for that. So it says, verse 141, I am small and very despised, yet do not I forget thy precepts. Okay? I might can't quote and tell you exactly what every scripture is at word for word, but I can probably Google it or roughly paraphrase it for you. But for the most part, I got it in my head, and it comes from reading the Bible over the years, being in the most High put me through different predicaments, Christianity, the church. I was locked up, booked in Cook County Jail, Stateville Penitentiary. All right, and I was reading the Bible when I was in sin. They called me brother Snake, because I was doing the Christian thing and still trying to fake gang bang and still be reading the Bible. All right, but these scriptures are logged into my subconscious from childhood because the Most High was with me before I was in my mother's womb. Perfect example. When I was about 8, 9, 10, I wanted to get some chocolate milk. And my mother told me, I asked my mother, can I get some chocolate milk? It was about this much left in a half a gallon. My mother said, nope, you and your 2 sisters have to use that sparingly for food tomorrow, for breakfast, for school, cereal. And I said, I was about 8, 9, 10 years old. And I said, doesn't the Bible say, take no thought for tomorrow shall take care of itself? Not knowing that the next part of that scripture said that for this is the things that the heathen chase out of. Okay? But I was just 8, 9, 10 years old, and I read that. So my mama kind of smirked and said, "Go ahead, boy, drink the milk," because she's a Christian pastor, prophetess, apostle, so called. So she was kind of happy that her young son knew the scriptures. And I went on made the chocolate milk. I was drinking it out the straw, and no later than before I was done drinking it out the straw, the lady who lived, the lady who was living next door, worked at the school as a volunteer, and she came with 2 crates of milk, and she said, "I don't know if you guys needed this, but I just came from the school and I just brought this milk because I don't know if you guys needed some milk or not." So my mama looked at me and smiled. She said, "Look at this boy prophesying, bringing the scriptures into fruition." All right. So the spirit been on me with these scriptures, and to know that the Most High is gonna be with me through thick and thin, in spite of my sins are innumerable, and I don't want to regard them, because if I regard them, then the Most High won't hear my prayers. But does that mean I go around sinning so that grace may abound? Hell no, God forbid. So you got to have the right doctrine and understanding and spirit of discernment in order to get this truth and understanding, so you can be the hopeful. You can have a hope other than Christianity, false hope, where everybody else gets saved too. Well, how the hell is the murderer going to be justified with the victim? The victim wants justice. You can't just take the victim and then, oh, we're going to award you. Sometimes the government or the state, they'll award you some money because they wasn't there to protect you during your crime. You know what I'm saying? Like here in Chicago, if you get shot in Chicago on the camera and the police ain't there to save you, they'll give you a couple of bands. All right. So that's equivalent to like you giving the killer some money too. You giving the shooter some money too, couple of thousand. Well, no, I don't want that justice. I don't want to be in that heaven with the Edomites playing harps, with the police officers patrolling the streets of gold. No, 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 no. Like the lady said on Get Out. Get me out of this false dimension, fake dimension, whatever dimension this is, teleport me back. All right, Aisha put up Psalms 82 and 4, deliver the poor and the needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. Man, that's beautiful, man. Get us out of the hands of the wicked, given into the hands of the wicked. So we want to take the poor and the needy and the earth out of the hand of the wicked, and put the earth back to its proper state, is what I was trying to say. All right. So it says, this is the book of Psalms 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth, man. So yes, the law is the truth, man. The law is good for you. The law is the truth. It's good for you. Everything that he told us to do, man, down to the mixed fabrics, man, irritate your skin, break out in a rash. It's good for you. The law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right. The law is good for us. Let me get a few more precepts, man, and I'm gonna bail out. All right. So what I have, man, because I'm telling y'all that the law is good for us. We got to keep the law, keep the truth, keep the doctrine, man. But the law, don't try to make the law null and void. Nah, don't do that. The Christian pork chop pastor. No, we ain't gonna do that. All right. So this is the book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. All right. So we know that there is none good but the Most High Yahweh. So we can practice these laws, statutes, and commandments in our spirit, in our inner man, because with the flesh we serve the law of sin, man, but with our inner man and with our spirit we serve the Most High and His law, statutes, and commandments. That makes us that makes us justified before the throne of the Most High, because our righteousness is as filthy rags. So we're justified before the throne of the Most High. We are without fault. The scripture says we are without fault before the throne of the Most High, because we are virgins without. There is no guile found in our mouths, man. We gonna hold on to this true doctrine and belief, and we gonna give it to you whether you like it, understand it, believe it or not, man. All right, so the law is all good, and we're going to preach that and teach that. We're going to be called great in the kingdom of heaven, and hopefully, if we make it. Okay, and everybody else teaching the opposite, you're gonna be called the least. All right. So let me see what else I had. Let me get on. Let me see what this is. It's like, okay. This the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Okay, so the homosexuality community that says I'm gonna do my thing is what I want to do. You've been listening to too much damn Ron Isley. Okay, talking about it's your thing, do what you want to do. Aleister Crowley, Jay-Z with the shirt, do what thou wilt. This is satanic. So everyone that is proud and hard is an abomination to the Lord. All right, so you got people out here who just go on about their day, committing abominations, and don't even reverence or regard the Most High at all in their thoughts or in their actions. They just wicked as hell, and then they say we crazy. So that's why the Most High gonna make us a spectacle, okay? And we are fools. We are accounting fools for Christ, and I humbly accept. You know what I'm saying? F the world, as they say. You know what I'm saying? So everyone that is proud and hard is an abomination to the Lord. Though join hand in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Uh-oh, I just read that. Though join hand in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Who that's talking about? We know who that's talking about. Hey, so with that being said, I'm gonna end it on that note, man. I hope that the hopefully like was edified. Shalom, man. I'm gonna say shalom, bid y'all shalom. All right, y'all stay peaceful, stay safe out there, man.